Today on the channel we'll be unboxing
Artifacts of Interest!
Here on Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be doing something a little bit different. No action figures today. We're actually going to be unboxing some artifacts of interest. Will they be so good you'll feel like a kid on Christmas morning? Or so bad it'll make you want to melt your face? Let's find out together, shall we? I received my artifacts courtesy of Big Bad Toy Store. It's a great online retailer. This is not a paid promotion, just want to give them a shout out because they do excellent work and packaging. The first artifact that we'll be unearthing is the Batman the Animated Series Grapnel launcher. Look at that. Alright, let's get this thing out of the box. This thing is pretty light because it is just about 100% plastic. There's only a little bit of metal, basically just the screws and the springs. Here is a look at it in plastic. And here we've got a look at it out of the plastic. So it looks like this thing is actually spring-loaded, so it does have a bit of an action feature. Take a look inside. And here is the string. It's not very long, but, you know, it doesn't really need to be very long. It feels very good to have it in your hand. I gotta be honest, this was a toy that I always wanted as a kid. Back when Batman the Animated Series first premiered while I guess I was probably in maybe 4th or 5th grade. The action feature doesn't seem to be working, so I probably just have to push this down a little bit more and... Blammo! That is satisfying. Yeah, I think I like this. Only thing missing, probably, is an electronic feature that would have the sound effect that it made when you shot it. Otherwise, this is pretty cool. I got mine for $39.99 at Big Bad Toy Store. I'm okay with that price. To be perfectly honest, if they were to develop a heavier version, maybe with a sturdier plastic, or maybe even metal, that would be awesome. I would definitely pay the premium price for it, because I love the design of this grapple gun, more so than the Batman New Adventures version of it. This has very brutalist architecture notes to it that I loved about the animated series. There are some paint smudges on mine, which is unfortunate, but hey, you can't win them all. Overall, this is a great fun toy, not too expensive, great for cosplaying, and yeah, go get it. Next up, we'll be heading to the far-flung future with Batman Beyond Batarang Replica. Alright, here we go, ladies and gents. Batman Beyond was another after-school special favorite of mine. So I was really excited to see that they had a Batarang at Target. I was almost going to get it, but then I decided not to. And eventually, I wound up getting it from Big Bad Toy Store and putting it in my pile of loot. Now, this Batarang is a lot bigger than I expected it to be. And also, it seems to have an action feature as well. Oh, look at that. That is pretty cool. This bad boy is all plastic, no metal inside, except for probably the spring inside for the action feature. It's a sturdy plastic though, so that's good. The only paint detail on this is the red, and there are no issues with that, it's nice and clean. The action feature is super intuitive. I didn't have to look at the directions in order to figure out that there was an action feature, so that's also good. I got mine for $35.99, which honestly I think it's a little overpriced. It's not bad though. I do wish that Batarang came with a proper stand, not that plastic one. Plastic one's kind of cheap. Now, the last and final artifact is... the Gauntlet that killed Tony Stark. Yep, folks, so I saw this on sale at Big Bad Toy Store, so I figured, hey, why not? I normally wouldn't get it. I would actually try and go for the regular Infinity Gauntlet, but this was on sale, so I figured, why not? Now, this thing is wrapped pretty tight, a lot of cardboard, a lot of paper in here. So here we've got some instructions, which I probably am going to need. Here we've got, you know, some more paper. Let's go ahead and get this ripped out of this paper, and let's see if this glove is going to fit like a glove. So let's go ahead, and it is a tight fit. It's actually pretty difficult getting your hand in past the wrist portion of the gauntlet. It's very tight. And I'm not a big guy, so I can only imagine how tough it's going to be for larger sized dudes. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of wiggle your hands. The fingers are kind of not what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting them to be more segmented, but it's all one piece of pliable plastic. I honestly think this glove would work best for people that are thin-fingered and long-fingered too. Because again, just getting your hand past the wrist portion and then getting your fingers to actually reach the end of the fingers of the glove is a little difficult, actually. I think this artifact might be best regulated as solely a display. I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Like, look at this. Like, there is some segmentation there, so you can get some wrist action going. Yeah, I mean, hey, it looks nice. Good paint, good sculpt. Now, one thing I am missing are the Infinity Stones. I had to check the box. It's a good thing I didn't throw out the trash, because it was still attached to one of the box pieces. So here we got our jewels right here, and it looks like they go on magnetically. Lovely. I do like a good magnet. Now, I'm not actually looking at the instructions in order to figure out which jewel goes on which knuckle. I'm just looking at the photo on the box, and it looks like the photo has not led me astray. Now we just got to figure out how to get this panel off, and it's on there tight. And we've got the panel for the batteries, which you're going to need a screwdriver for, a Phillips head. Get that off, and I've got some batteries right here. Batteries are not included for this, so you will have to buy your own. Luckily, I have a whole bunch of batteries for random things. Alright, hey, and there we go, look at that. Haha, pretty cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try and stuff my fat fist back into this thing so I can do the snap. Let's see if I can actually do it. I can do a little finger wagging. And it looks like there might be a couple of settings on here if you press the middle gemstone. And I mean, I don't know, you can gotta get it. But overall, I think this looks pretty good. It looks nice. It's a good sculpt. I'm not a big fan of how the fingers aren't segmented. They're essentially just a thick plastic glove. But I mean, you know, if they were segmented, this thing would probably be about $500. The original retail for this was $129.99, which I honestly would not pay for, but I got it on sale for $79.99. Still a little pricey, but it's still pretty cool. Honestly, I think all of these artifacts are, in fact, a win. All of them are still available at Big Bad Toy Store if you are interested in getting them. The Ironman Gauntlet with the Infinity Stones would actually make a great companion piece with the upcoming Hasbro Ironman helmet. In fact, I think all three would make a great addition to anyone's display shelf. So until our next replica treasure hunt, I remain Rip It Open at Newman. On Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.